Satellite images flicker, warships cut through the dark Mediterranean waters, and the warning echoes from Ankara: Turkey will defend the maritime rights. Hi, this is Navyaban and you're watching TimesXP. This warning comes just as the leader of Israel, Greece, and Cyprus prepare to meet in Jerusalem. A summit that might look diplomatic on the surface, but carries serious strategic weight underneath. And let me rewind. For years, the Eastern Mediterranean was sold as a story of energy and opportunity. Natural gas, pipeline, power cables, a future connecting Israel to Europe through the Greece and Cyprus. But behind that story was another reality: Turkey. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan says Ankara has no interest in anyone else's land or sovereignty. But that made one thing very clear: Turkey is not step back to seize it considers its own. And that's where the tension begins. Well, the Israel-Greece-Cyprus partnership didn't just start at the military bloc. It started quietly after Israel's ties with Turkey collapsed, especially after the 2010 Mavi-Marmara incident. Energy became the cover language. Gas cooperation made the partnership sound neutral, safe, and not threatening. But the real glue was the security. Over time, things changed. The ambitious East Med pipeline stalled, cost rose, and US support faded. Energy dreams slowed down eventually. What didn't slow down was military cooperation. Well, here's what we know instead: joint Air Force exercises, Israeli pilots training in Greek airspace, intelligence sharing, naval coordination, and defense procurement deals. Cyprus even opened the territory for Israeli military training. And now, the language has completely shifted. Security is no longer whispered, it's front and center. Reports later denied suggested 3 countries discussed a rapid response force. Even the denial sends a message: they're preparing together. But that's the twist. Turkey may not even be named directly, but it is clearly the reason this alignment exists. From Aegean airspace violation to maritime maneuvers to influence in Libya and Syria, each move sharpens the fear. From Greece, it's escalation by mistake. For Cyprus, it's survival under pressure, and for Israel, it's operational freedom in the skies of the region. Different worries, but same direction. And Erdogan knows it. That's why his warning matters, because this is no longer about gas or maybe KBs under the sea. It's about power, positioning, and who sets the rule in a changing Mediterranean. In geopolitics, alliances don't always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they form quietly until a warning makes them visible. So here's the question for you: is the Eastern Mediterranean heading towards balance or towards confrontation? Tell us what you think in the comments.